Hey you guys, it's Lauren. Welcome back. So today's video is going to be another try this, not that. So I posted one of these maybe a few videos back, and I know Emily Noel has done these in the past, Total Makeup Junkie has done these, but I wanted to put more of a spin on it this time and do more of like a brand focus, try this, not that. So kind of like your best and your worst from the brand. And I thought it'd be fun if I created a tag out of this. I would just love to hear everybody's most favorites from their favorite brands, and then also the products that they think people should maybe save their money on. So yeah, I just think it'd be a fun video. And yeah, I have a lot of things here to talk about. I have 6 different makeup brands, so do as many brands as you want. Yeah, I would just love to hear your guys' picks. If you don't have a makeup channel, leave your comments down below. Let me know your favorites and least favorites from your favorite brands. I just think it'd be a fun discussion to create. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get started. Let's first talk about the brand Pixi. So Pixi has so many great products. I especially love a lot of their skincare. And my most favorite, I think my must-have product, the product that I think everybody needs to try from them, is the Pixi Glow Mud Cleanser. This is amazing. I have repurchased this time and time again. I love this because it's 5% glycolic acid and aloe vera. So you get your exfoliating action from it, but you also get the moisturization and the calming factor. It just cleans my skin so well. My skin is left feeling so smooth, and I get like that nice little tingle, so you really feel like it's doing something. And I just feel like it wakes up my skin, it makes it feel more bright. So yeah, it's just a great cleanser. I also heard people say that they use this as a mask, which I think is a brilliant idea, but I love it when my skin just needs a good cleanse and it's gentle enough to use every day. I think it'd be great for all skin types because it's nice and light, but yet it's creamy, so you get that moisturization factor. And I really feel like it's hard to find a 5% glycolic cleanser from the drugstore. People may argue this isn't really a drugstore price, which it is kind of pricey. I think this is $18, but for the ingredients in here, I really do think it's worth it, and I think it's one of their best products. It's one of my favorites. I highly recommend this. And then my least favorite from Pixi, the product I think you should really save your money on, is this Glow Mist. This has argan oil in it. This is a nourishing mist. First of all, the biggest issue that I have with this product is the sprayer. The product inside actually isn't that bad, but the sprayer, oh my gosh, it's so just intense, and it leaves like big globs of oil on my face, and I just feel like it slides around on my face, it doesn't sink into my skin. But like I was saying, the product in here is actually pretty good. It has 21 natural oils in here. It also has niacinamide, which is great for shrinking pores. There's a lot of research on niacinamide as an anti-aging ingredient. So it has good things in here. I just wish the sprayer was better. But even so, even with the good ingredients, it just doesn't sink into my skin. It slides all over, and yeah, I just have a hard time recommending this. Maybe if you had extremely dry skin, this would be great. But even still, I feel like you couldn't apply it over makeup because it's so heavy. But if you just need like maybe a pick-me-up of moisturization, this might be good. But I don't know, it was just way too heavy for me. And the smell just gets to me too. It's a really strong citrusy smell that it's like too intense. And I usually like citrus smells, but this almost smells like a cleaning product to me. I don't know, I just don't enjoy putting this on my face, and unfortunately I would say save your money on this. This is not my favorite from Pixi. Okay, next up let's talk about CoverFX. So CoverFX is known for their good for your skin ingredients. A lot of their makeup products have really great ingredients in there. And one of my favorites from them is the CoverFX Power Play Foundation. This is great because it has a soft matte finish, which I am super picky with matte foundations, especially with my dry skin. I feel like a lot of them can highlight my texture and highlight flakiness, but this just sits beautifully on the skin. A little bit goes a long way. I like the plastic bottle, so it travels well. The shade range is amazing. It has 40 different shades with so many different undertones. You have your neutrals, your pink undertones, your cool undertones. I have the shade 40, and it's the neutral undertone. I will say I feel like I'm wearing it today. I feel like it leans a little bit on the yellow side, so maybe just keep that in mind. But so many different options when you're picking this out, and I just love how it wears. It looks like skin, and I just love the idea of that soft matte finish because it doesn't give your face that like flat matte finish. It gives a slight dew, but still just looks like nice and flawless on the skin, and it's just one of my favorites. It's so good. I love this foundation. Now, a product that is really hyped up from them that I don't enjoy so much is the Perfect Setting Powder. I have the shade Light Translucent here. And now I have dry skin, so maybe that's why, but I just feel like it highlights all my lines on my face. It just sits on top of my skin and almost looks really powdery. I just am so picky too when it comes to setting powders. Ever since I discovered I don't have it in front of me, but my Glossier Water powder, I feel like that powder just melts into your skin. But yeah, I'm super picky ever since I found that because nothing else really compares to that for me. And yeah, I just don't like the finish of this. It's just not my favorite. And I really don't feel like it's translucent. It almost leaves almost a white cast on my face. I know so many people rave about this, but maybe if you're more on the oily side, you would like this. But yeah, this is just not my favorite. Okay, next up, let's talk about Anastasia or Anastasia? I think it's Anastasia of Beverly Hills. They're of course known for their eye products and their eyeshadows. Also their brow products are amazing. But the one product that I think you need to try from them is the Soft Glam palette. And I know this isn't new news to you guys. Everybody raves about this, but for good reason. The shadows are just so blendable. They just blend like so seamlessly. And I am not the most skilled when it comes to blending eyeshadow, but I find that with this palette, I really don't have to work with the shadows much. They're just gorgeous. I love the neutral tones. I love the pops of shimmers in here. You could go from day to night with this palette, and I really feel like, I know her palettes are known for having a lot of fallout. The shimmers can be very flaky, which I completely agree with, but I can get over that because they blend so well. And I really feel like this palette has the least fallout out of all of them, especially as compared to the Norvina palette. The shimmers in that palette are a ton of fallout and they're just super flaky. But these shimmers are really soft and creamy. Let me swatch two of these for you so you can see. They're just like so smooth and buttery, so gorgeous. This is like a perfect holiday palette and great for every day. It's just so versatile. So I love this. If you're gonna get one thing, definitely try this palette out. So good. And then the product from Anastasia that I think you should avoid. I feel like this is gonna be a little controversial because I feel like everybody loves these. But I would say avoid the liquid lips. Like I said, I'm super picky when it comes to my liquid lips, but this just does nothing flattering for me. I don't know, my lips are super dry, so maybe that's why, but it just sinks into every line on my lips. It shows every line. It does that weird separation like between your actual lip and like the wet area on your lip. It just looks odd. The one thing about these, they do last forever, which is good and bad. It's great when you're going to an event and you want your lipstick to last all night, but when you're washing these off at night, I think it was this one. It was the Craft lipstick. No matter what I used, I could barely get this lipstick off of my lips at the end of the night. I looked like the Joker because it was smeared like all over my lips and yeah, just stained everywhere, and these just are not my favorite. It's a shame because I love the colors in this line. My favorite is probably this Dusty Rose. It's like this gorgeous mauve color. I also like the shade Lovely. So if I'm going to an event where I want my lipstick to last, I might reach for one of these, but I'm kind of self-conscious about my lips all night, and I feel like I'm grabbing a compact looking at my lips because I'm worried that my lips are going to look all funky and dry and peely. And I just think there's way more better products from Anastasia that you should try. I love her lip glosses. They're really pigmented and super shiny, but yeah, her liquid lips, not so much. Okay, and let's talk about Bare Minerals. So many products from their line that I love. I used to be die-hard for their complexion. What are they even called? They're those pot foundations, the powder foundations. I think it's their mineral foundation, but that was probably the first foundation I ever tried back in high school, and it just makes your face look flawless. They are amazing. But if you're gonna try one product from their line, I would say go for their liquid lips. They are just so good. These are the Gen Nudes. If you're picky like I am with liquid lipsticks, you will not be disappointed. These are just so airy and lightweight. They sit nice on the lips. They don't highlight texture or lines on your lips. They're just so nice, and they're easy to apply throughout the day. I feel like a lot of liquid lips, once they're on, you're kind of like stuck with the color. Some of them just don't really layer nicely, but these two shades are my favorite. So I have Swag, which is more of like a mauve-y shade, and then I have the shade Infamous, which I'm wearing today. It's more of like your peachy nude, and I just think it's such a flattering color. It's so wearable, and yeah, I just love this formula. It's so like I said, it's moussey, lightweight. You see how it just almost smooths out my lips? This shade is probably on my top 5 most favorite lip products. It's just so good. I love how it's like that Your Lips But Better color. I think it would be flattering on so many different skin tones. It's just such a gorgeous shade. I love it. And I just love how lightweight this formula is. I definitely think you should try these if you're going to try one thing from Bare Minerals. These are just so good. The one product that I think you should kind of steer away from in their line is their volumizing mascara, the Lash Domination mascara. This just did nothing for me, and I feel like if I'm gonna spend over $20 on a mascara, it better give my lashes that like false lash effect, and This just, I mean, it's like okay, but I just feel like it left those like globs at the top of my lashes that I just hate. It makes your lashes look clumpy. I feel like it almost made my lashes look kind of like wonky too. Like it doesn't straighten them out. It just kind of like makes them look like super straight. I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but the bristles kind of go in like a spiral up the wand, which I don't really know what they're going for here because it doesn't like uniformly grab each of your lashes. It just kind of like distributes the formula like all over the place. So yeah, it's just not my most favorite mascara, and yeah, I was kind of disappointed with this. Okay, so let's talk about Too Faced. So they have so many great products. So many of their products are holy grails, but I feel like they do have a lot of misses in the line. But my favorite, and I think must-have product for everybody in the line, should be the Born This Way foundation. Oh my gosh, if you like a high coverage, but yet you want a skin-like foundation, try this foundation. It's so good. It just makes your skin look so flawless. It covers everything. It's a water-based foundation, so it goes on like super lightweight, but it's so intensely pigmented. It just covers everything but yet feels lightweight. It's just amazing. It has good ingredients in here. There's hyaluronic acid in here, so it'll keep your skin moisturized. But I just love that it doesn't look heavy. It doesn't feel heavy. It just looks so seamless on the skin and just is, like they call it, an undetectable medium full coverage foundation because it really is undetectable on your skin. It looks so good, so natural and skin-like. I would probably say it's kind of a satin finish, maybe a tad on the matte side, but very natural looking, and I just love the coverage I get from this. This is just so good. Definitely try this foundation out. This has been in past Empties videos. I've repurchased this a ton because it's just that good. Too Faced does complexion products so well. Everybody also raves about the Peach Perfect foundation. Let me know if you've tried that out. Everybody says that it's also a really great matte foundation for dry skin, so I'd love to hear if you guys have tried that out. So yeah, definitely my favorite from the line. Try that if you're going to try one thing from Too Faced. Now, the thing that I think you should avoid from Too Faced is the Hangover RX Replenishing Face Primer. So this was such a hyped up product maybe a few years back. Everybody raved about this, and I don't get the hype around it. It's like a $30-something primer, and for me it's just like a lightweight moisturizer for my skin. Like, it doesn't make my foundation last any longer. It doesn't fill in my pores. The smell is not really pleasant to me. I'm a huge coconut fan, but this almost has like a stale smell to me. Like, I don't know what it is, but yeah, it just doesn't really do much for my face. So I'd rather just put a good moisturizer on my face before foundation than using this. This just was not my favorite. I don't get the hype around this. Let me know if you've used this and loved it, and tell me why you love it. Maybe I have to change up like how I'm using it, but I don't know. To me, it's just a lightweight moisturizer. So yeah, just not my favorite from Too Faced. Okay, and last up, let's talk about NYX Cosmetics. So NYX Cosmetics has so many great products. Lots of hits. I would say more hits than misses for me, especially for a drugstore brand. Everything I've tried has been so good. My most favorite products from them are definitely their lip liners. Lip liner is one product that I refuse to pay a high-end price for because I just feel like there's so many great ones at the drugstore, and the NYX ones are just so amazing because they just all glide on so smoothly. They don't feather outside of your lips. And the best part about them, they have such great nudes in their line. So many complementary tones that can go with so many different shades of lipstick. These are my three favorites. So I have the retractable liner in the shade Nude. This is probably the most longest lasting for me. And then I have the shade, this is a new one. This is the NYX Suede liner, the matte liner in the shade Free Spirit. This is going to be more of like a peachy tone liner. And for a pink shade, I like the shade Bed Rose in their slide-on liners. These are probably the most creamiest in the line. Probably not the most longest lasting. Like I said, the retractable ones are the most longest lasting for me. But yeah, I just love how they have so many great shades. They're just so good. My hands down favorite product from the brand. And the one product that I think you should avoid, which I hate to say this because I really like this shade, but these are the NYX Lip Lingeries, and these are liquid lipsticks. And the thing about these, the formula is just so tacky and sticky. It never dries down, so your lips like stick together as you're talking, and then it makes them like peel and like flake away. So they're just so unflattering on the lips. Now, I will say this one shade that I do like, I actually included this in my fall lipstick favorites because the shade's so good. And it's a pretty like deep rosy color that's really flattering, but the way I like to wear this, I have to like blot it on my lips. The color is really great. It's just this formula is just so bad. Just way too sticky and tacky, and it's just not flattering on the lips. It sucks because I do really love this shade, but just be careful. If you apply too much, it can just turn the wrong direction really quickly. So yeah, just Colors, not my favorite from the line. They have so many other great lipstick formulas. Their lipsticks are really good. Their glosses, their butter glosses are my favorite, but maybe avoid the liquid lipsticks, not my favorite. So that's it. That's all the products I think you should try and the products that I think you should avoid from these brands. I'd love it if you guys also did this tag, and if you don't have a makeup channel, leave your comments down below. I'd love to hear your favorites and least favorites from these brands. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See you guys.